Hello, and welcome back to the Rise Up podcast, the place to find inspiration, energy, and practical insights for personal growth. Today, we're diving into the power of small, consistent habits and how these simple routines can lead to extraordinary changes in our lives. We'll explore practical ways to shift our mindset, embrace the journey over the destination, and truly embody the person we aim to become. And for anyone who'd like to follow along, we have a PDF transcript available. Just check the link in the description. So, let's get ready to rise up and make the most of every small step. Unlocking your potential through small, intentional habits. We often underestimate how small, consistent changes can add up to significant transformations in our lives. Many of us fall into the trap of thinking that to achieve great success, we need massive, immediate actions. However, as many experts in personal development suggest, the real key to long-term growth and self-improvement lies in making tiny changes daily. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, stresses the power of habits in shaping who we become. He argues that rather than relying on sheer willpower to maintain habits, a more sustainable approach is to shift our identity gradually. When we align our habits with our sense of self, the journey of growth becomes more natural and less forced. The bamboo principle. Waiting for breakthroughs. Consider the story of the bamboo tree. During its first 5 years, bamboo shows hardly any visible growth above ground, but beneath the soil, its roots are growing deep and strong. When it finally breaks through, it shoots up dramatically, growing several feet within weeks. This bamboo principle teaches us that real growth often involves invisible progress. We might not see the results right away, but our small, consistent efforts build a solid foundation for future success. Why the 1% rule works. Clear's book introduces the concept of making a 1% improvement each day. This approach to self-improvement isn't about radical changes. Instead, it's about compounding small actions over time. Imagine improving by just 1% every day. At first, the progress might seem insignificant, but after a year, these tiny improvements can add up to a transformation. Conversely, if we let ourselves decline by 1% daily, we could find ourselves going backward fast. Breaking free from the goal-oriented mindset. Many people set big goals, thinking that achieving them will make them happy. But often, reaching the finish line doesn't bring the lasting joy we expect. We might even feel a letdown. That's why Clear suggests shifting focus from goals to systems. Rather than aiming solely for an outcome, we should develop a sustainable routine we enjoy. This allows us to find fulfillment in the process, making it easier to keep going and reducing burnout. Building a habit system. The 4 steps. Clear breaks down habit formation into 4 key steps: cue, craving, response, and reward. Let's use checking our phones as an example. The cue might be hearing a notification. This leads to a craving to see who messaged us, followed by our response, picking up the phone. And finally, the reward of satisfying our curiosity. Many of our daily actions, from brushing our teeth to grabbing a snack, follow this pattern. By understanding these steps, we can reshape how we approach habits. To build good habits, we should aim to make them enjoyable, accessible, and rewarding. Want to read more? Keep books within reach. Trying to eat healthier? Stock up on nutritious snacks. This way, we shape our environment to make positive actions easier and less tempting to stray. The power of identity in habit building. Sustainable habits aren't just about willpower. They connect deeply to our self-identity. Clear suggests asking yourself, who do I want to become? The answer to this question drives your actions and habits. For example, if you want to be a runner, tell yourself, I am a runner, and then take actions that align with this identity. Every run reinforces that belief, making it easier to stick with it. Embracing intentional practice. Another effective strategy to avoid stagnation in habits is deliberate practice. This means actively seeking ways to improve by challenging yourself. Deliberate practice keeps you engaged and prevents habits from becoming mundane routines. As you incorporate intentional challenges into your routines, you avoid getting stuck in a rut and continue to experience growth. Reflect, adapt, and grow. Finally, take time to reflect on your journey. Self-reflection helps you recognize what's working and where you can make adjustments. Instead of simply tracking results, focus on how the habit aligns with your sense of self and identity. This mindset will enable you to build a more meaningful, fulfilling life through consistent, small changes. Thanks for tuning in to the Rise Up podcast. Remember, real transformation is often about those little daily actions that add up over time. Whether it's a 1% improvement each day or embracing new habits with intention, you're setting the foundation for something greater. Keep pushing forward, and don't forget to check out the PDF transcript for a deeper look at today's episode. We'll see you next time. Stay strong, stay focused, and keep rising up.